Hey, what's good? So it happened. Future Motion. They finally released two new boards today. The Onewheel Pint X, which is a pint that basically goes as far as your XR and as fast as your XR. And also the new flagship Onewheel GT. Let's talk about it. Here we go. So at the time I'm filming this video, it's the day after there was the big press release when they released these boards to the public, said here's what we've been working on, but there has been no reviews on these boards. They're not in anyone's hands, so all we can do is speculate right now. So if you're not into speculation videos, then I mean you might want to turn away right now. I know it's not great to get people off my videos so soon, but I just want to be honest with you. So let's start with the Onewheel Pint X. So it's a basic pint form factor. It looks exactly the same. It just has the range of an XR and the speed of an XR. So if you live in the city and you just want something to be able to carry around with you, this might be the best option that you have in terms of Onewheels. I can't see anybody having anything bad to say about the Onewheel Pint X. It's a little bit pricier, but I mean, obviously you're going to be buying more of a board, so that makes sense to me. Pint fans rejoice. This is the board that we've all wanted. I will say for the Pint fans that want to go longer distance, that think this is the board for them for trail riding and whatnot, I have a video that compares the XR and the Pint, and the big difference between the two for comfortability is really the size of those foot pads. You would not believe how much that extra foot pad helps with foot fatigue and just makes it a more comfortable ride. If you're interested in that, I'll link at the end of this video my comparison between the XR and the Pint video that I did. All right, let's get into it. The big guns, the Onewheel GT. This thing looks sick. Like, to me, it looks like a pint on steroids, like a beefed up pint. It's got longer range. It's got brighter lights at the front. One more horsepower. That's actually what got me to the pre-order page, is that extra torque and extra horsepower. For me, I've had difficulty getting up slopes. It just stalls out on me. It doesn't have enough torque to push me over those humps. So that extra torque is a really nice thing, and like I say, that's what I was looking for most in a new board. Extra range, obviously very nice. I'm on the lower side of the range. They say it's between 20 and 32 miles now, so I'll get about 20 miles per battery, which, to be honest, isn't that much better than the Onewheel XR that I'm riding right now, but if they can put more torque in, I'm on board. However, in spite of its appearance, I do have some concerns with this new board. I mean, I already bought it, so I'll be able to tell you whether these concerns are valid or not in the next couple months when it starts shipping. Maybe not till next year from the sounds of it, based on Future Motion's past history with shipping cycles, etc. But my main concerns are, is this going to be a playful board like the XR is? Am I going to be able to do like curb drops and curb climbs and shove-its as easily? Like it looks like it's a bulkier board. I mean, it's 35 pounds. The XR is 27 pounds. That's a big difference, man. Like, if you're climbing up a hill with the XR, which I've done, it is heavy. It's a heavy bitch. And to add on 8 more pounds onto that, I mean, in the long distances, that adds up. And it just makes the board maybe, possibly, less playful. And so that's my biggest concerns that I have. There's some other concerns I have too, like I got my option with the treaded tire. I like to rip trails. I'm stoked that they've designed a board for trail ripping. But I do have some concerns whether that tire is going to be replaceable. They've also increased the size of the hub in the motor. And from what I've read in the forums, there's no tires available from other manufacturers with that size hub. So you're going to be sending your board in every time you need to replace a battery to Future Motion, which is a pretty significant expense and pain in the ass. I'm somebody who likes to customize my board, likes to take my own wheel off, and the whole modding community of the Onewheel is actually one of the reasons why I love the board so much. I know that whatever happens, they're going to customize a solution to whatever my problem is. And so as we upgrade to the next iteration, I just think that Future Motion gets sneakier with their patents and their design to make it harder for other companies to design products for this. Now, you have to kind of think, well, why do we buy aftermarket products in the first place? And we buy them because Future Motion doesn't provide what we're looking for. And in this case, it seems like they've kind of given us what we were looking for right from the beginning. And so that's what had me on the pre-sale page in the first place, is that I want to ride the new Onewheel. You know what I mean? They have never let me down before. When the Pint came out, it was a sick, slick device. The Onewheel XR, loved by everyone who rides it, basically, other than the people who complain about nosedives. This is just the next version of that. Brighter lights for the trail, all of your customization options, mag handle. What else could you ask for, really? So I'm stoked on this. Like I say, time will tell whether it's better than my XR. As far as the forums go, it sounds like it might be a good idea to hold off a little bit if you're on the fence. If you just got an XR, say, maybe just hold off and see what people are saying about the GT before you jump to the next iteration of the board. The XR is still a sweet board. The old Pint, really fun, just doesn't really have the range. It's not really my favorite thing. So my order of operations is going to be sell the Pint, maybe keep the XR and do a little bit of a comparison video between the two, and then I'll decide which one I keep from there. But in the end, really what I want to know is what you think about these new boards. I'm not smart. I rely on my community to make me smarter. So I want to hear from you. Anyone who has past experience with Future Motion pre-orders, anyone who has some other concerns that I haven't thought about, that I haven't talked about in this video, put it down in the comments. Let me hear from you. Thanks for watching. I love you. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.